15 years after Alien Resurrection brought down the fans of the franchise, Ridley Scott returned to the series that gave him a name, with Prometheus. It was unique, with new terror and adventure around every corner. It was not a film everybody was asking for, but was a worthy return to the Alien roots. 30 years before Alien, a different group of scientists and explorers pieced together that beings who came before us, called engineers, can be found out in space. They go on an expedition, courtesy of the Weyland Corporation, and go on a mission to discover what is on LV-223. They bring along Idris Elba as the pilot, Charlize Theron as Meredith Vickers, and Michael Fassbender as David. Let it be clear, Michael Fassbender owns this movie. He's probably the best acting to come out of the entire series, and can play an advanced robot that doesn't have clear intentions, but you'd accept any possibility. I never knew if I should trust him or run away from him. He was that good and calculating. The rest of the cast does a fine enough job. I just don't think anyone really gets the proper amount of screen time or development to be considered memorable. We instead have a lot of story going on, and it is fascinating. I love all the twists and turns that happen. I love how mysterious the first half is. I love that it evolves the mythology of the world. The cinematography is breathtaking as well. This is easily the best looking Alien film. With just the lighting and the sets and the shots, it's articulate, something that Ridley Scott is best at. However, I will say that this movie takes a major turn halfway through. The pace goes from smooth and steady to a jackrabbit speed. Seriously, things go at breakneck whirlwind speed, and it doesn't ruin the movie for me, but it is a bit much to take in. When before we were given moments to breathe or take in what we're seeing, like in the first two films, this one just keeps going. It's all plot and nothing else. It's trying to make some kind of spiritual message about the power of belief or questioning the higher powers that may or may not exist, but it's not as compelling as it should be, especially when it's a science fiction film. This is what good sci-fi does, like The Day the Earth Stood Still, or a newer film like Gravity. Here though, while I like the energized story, this was not a good time to do it. There's just not enough time to take it in. I think it does a good balance of comedy and suspense though. I felt like I was enjoying myself for almost the whole movie, mostly because I love this universe. But when you have scenes like a woman who's operating to remove a chest burster from her womb shown in full excruciating detail, then immediately move to a miscast Guy Pearce playing an old man who's secretly been hiding on the ship hoping to meet the engineers, it's really a head turner. We need to feel the magnitude of what's going on. Luckily, the movie doesn't have a plot about the Weyland Corporation trying to get an alien home. This is before they run into the Xenomorphs, so their visit is simply for research reasons. Thank God. That's a huge benefit to this movie that they don't go down that road for the 5th time. This was a welcomed return to the great Alien films. It's not nearly as good as Alien, but I think it's pretty close to Aliens. If people weren't told it was part of the Alien franchise, it'd be celebrated as a unique sci-fi story standing out from what's currently being produced. I didn't like that more questions were made than answered, but I'm hoping that Alien Covenant can at least shed some light on what's going on. Let's hope it can match the quality of this one.